Hello, fellow shades. We're your host, Charlemagne and Kylie Carter, an episode of Raincoat, where we're back here with the Chipmunk people.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cooking is all I'm really good at.
Wait, are they homunculuses? I just thought about that. Are they homunculuses?
Chipmunkification.
Turns you into a homunculus? That would honestly... Dude, imagine... No. Imagine next chapter, we see like 100 of them. Like, they just become more frequent. That would be the funniest thing ever. Because then we would have a bit where Yuma's like, is it just me, or is everyone having buck teeth nowadays?
Really? Like, what's happening to the gene pool?
Oh my god.
Are you hungry? Can I make you something at the agency?
Oh my god.
Well, I guess I haven't eaten in a while.
Don't eat here.
This Splatty is gonna mix something dangerous into your food.
Why?
I suggest you stay far away.
Fuck you, no?
Alright. What should I make?
Food is food?
Let's cheer you up.
Game? Yeah, we're good.
Alright. We're back.
Why are we... Okay, did we really need to know he was hungry? Why is that relevant information? Could you imagine if he doesn't eat between cases? He's gone without eating for at least, 3 weeks. If he doesn't eat between cases. He's gone a month without... He's been in a bombing incident with the submarine, and he hasn't eaten. Brother, what is your stamina endurance shit? Oh my god. He's a real Iron Man.
I'll go on ahead and make something in the kitchen.
She seems rather considerate. She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you'd be more considerate to me.
And she doesn't know about you, and she would if she could.
Yuma,
So it's just us talking?
does light shine into your world now that you've obtained the truth?
I don't know.
That's a hard
It's
question.
like you said. I feel as though the world's ended.
I don't know.
I tried so hard to find the truth. Should I not have done that?
You should ask
No, you
yourself
should.
that tomorrow. The you of tomorrow will have an answer for the you of today.
As usual, I'm not quite sure what you mean, Vivia. What's that?
It was hidden in a drawer of the chief's desk. It seems like a letter from Anonymous.
Anonymous? You mean Yomi?
Of course, he didn't know Anonymous was Yomi. This letter mentioned the truth behind his wife's death 4 years ago.
The truth?
It describes how Dr. Weska conspired to murder her. The facts were laid out, cold and calculated. I wonder, how did the chief feel when he read it? It's not hard to imagine him burning with a desire for revenge against Dr. Weska. By the way, this letter arrived right after I was dispatched to Kanai Ward. In other
Oh.
words, the motive and means were both in the chief's hands.
So the letter was the trigger.
In my ghost form, I've seen the chief staring at this letter in secret many times. Back then, I didn't know what he was reading. But I know the chief was thinking about it constantly. Perhaps the map of the lab was sent together with this letter.
If so, then it was a total setup.
Yeah.
I'm sure the chief deeply regretted using her fortes as part of his crime. Or maybe that's just the truth.
use people, but this didn't hurt them. I don't understand why would it be
They
that.
did put them in danger, kind of.
Okay, yeah. A little bit, I guess, yeah.
A little bit. Almost gets arrested and shot 3
True.
times on one day.
It's like, I get annoyed when people, like, there are certain cases where I can understand it, but I do get annoyed when people feel hurt over being used in ways that don't hurt them. And if it's like something, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, if it could be something, maybe it's something minor, or something where, yeah, they were technically using you, but at the same time, did it really kill you? And I
Impact
really
you.
don't understand, like, I don't get how people feel hurt that way, because it's like, people use each other all the time. It's not special that sometimes, like, maybe, I guess if it's someone who use you, but at the same time, I just don't get why people can get upset over that. At least in the minor cases. There are some cases I can definitely get it, where, you expected something.
Nobody's being used in any context. Even if, like, it's something minor, the very idea of being used makes someone feel often, used. It makes them feel disvalued at times, like, or
For
wrong.
me,
Even if it's a minor thing. But that's the thing. Have you ever been severely wronged by anything? The feeling's genuinely awful.
I mean, there's definitely been insults in close. Well, not insults, more like
Not even insults. Actually, genuinely wronged in life.
Okay. Probably no. Not well.
Okay.
Besides, like, just no reason for bullying, but obviously, besides that, not really. I don't think.
Try and just be considerate to those who were.
I mean, I
in that
always am
situation.
considered, but at the same time, there are scenarios where I don't understand, like, annoyance or when people get upset over certain
It's not
things.
about whether you understand, it's about how you act about it and how you treat them. Because you didn't go through it, it's about how you treat those who did.
Because, like, I would say for me, obviously I haven't been wronged, but, like, when people use me for, like, my strength, like, I don't think that as, like, being, I mean, even if I think of it as being used, I don't think it lowers me or devalues me. If anything, it would raise my value because I have a use, Like, is that just because I haven't been used, like, corruptedly, or, or, like, by someone
done something corrupt and they used you to do that, then yeah, it often that people have issues with that. Yeah.
But well, no, I just mean if it's not corrupt, it's like one of those things. Like it's not out of corruption, it's just out of utility.
Well, but they, in this case, Chief Yako used them for murder, so in revenge and without their knowledge. So that's multiple things that make it wrong.
Okay, I can see how this would be that kind of case. I mean, just as general, if you're just being used, like, let's say you're working on, like, in, like, a warehouse.
Okay, I can see, like, the idea of versatility, like, using someone's abilities.
Yeah,
that is not usually considered, like, under the term using. That's working with them, because essentially you're providing something.
Okay, I see.
Using is someone is actually, like, when used with that terminology, I see what your thing is. You're not talking using someone as in, like, actually, like, using them, but that, like, because using is used as a word with negative term, like, it's negative connotation.
Okay.
But you're saying using as in just, like, a practical sense.
Yeah.
Like, work with someone.
Mm-hmm. Like ability or whatever.
You need to work on, like, words, man.
When I think of use, I think of, like, use as in using an ability. And in that
case... But that's not how people communicate. Using someone means it usually has a negative connotation. I'm sure you know that.
I think it's because I don't. I mean, I can understand it gets to that level, but I always thought of it as just a neutral term, not negative. Where it's like, why is it automatically negative if you're being used on like a lumberyard or whatever?
Project or
Yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, but that's not considered using.
And it could just because I'm thinking of the definition as well. Because a lot of times when I think of words,
There's
I'm just
different
going off with
definitions.
definitions. And
But in the there's different definitions, but in the term using someone, it's usually indicative of the negative connotation.
Okay.
Just by default, based on how English works.
I see.
That's just you. I think that's just like a misunderstanding of it. But
Yeah.
the same, like it's a understandable one, I guess.
It's definitely one of those things that just is of me because no joke. Yesterday I was working and I got annoyed with my friends because they know me really well and they kept giving me subtext when I don't get subtext. So they're like, okay, go ahead and dump it, and I'm like, okay, I'll dump it right here. When they meant take it over 3 feet over where they're standing, and I'm like, what? You didn't say that though. There was no direct text saying that.
I'm a victim of that as well.
But it's funny because it happened twice in one day, and I'm like, do I need to say this again? But yeah. That's definitely one of those things that's just me and me being particular about using definitions and what would they mean, without having any real
That's the thing.
interaction.
Some things just change definitions based on context, though.
Yeah.
Just like other languages.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, now that we've spent like 7 minutes here, we can move on.
I seek.
Yeah.
Maybe it's nothing more than wishful thinking.
You might be right. I think the chief wavered back and forth the whole time.
Really?
I agree.
That's
Some people
quite
think
the
Vivier is
assumption.
cold-hearted, but I think he cared deeply for the chief.
I feel like it's isn't it quite the assumption to say that he was wavering? He committed the murder, and he didn't like.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be regretful, sure, but you can't say he was going back and forth on the plan. Unless they just mean regretful, right? If they just mean he felt regretful over it, I could say that, yeah. But I wouldn't say
Honestly, if he had the
wavering.
plan since before we arrived, that means he's had the plan for a while. So what took him this long to act? It might have been like him going back and forth on it.
If he'd actually full on commit, and then obviously once he commit, he knew he couldn't, waver off at that point.
Right.
Okay.
He really did admire him.
Well, I think he's terrible at showing it. He needs to work on his facial expressions at the very least.
By the way, Yuma. Yomi definitely was the mastermind who worked in the shadows to put this together.
Why is the game saying this? This is the game literally told us in the mystery labyrinth. Is it because he doesn't know about the mystery labyrinth? If that's the case, you don't need him saying it. You could have just had this
stuff
be an
going
off-screen
into the mystery
thing.
labyrinth. So why wouldn't he remember it coming out?
Because no one remembers the mystery labyrinth.
But he remembered going in because of his ghost form. Which they also they never remember going
then that
in.
even makes it worse in that case. That makes it worse. Why is he pointing this out? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm
duh.
saying. It makes less sense.
With that aside, there's one more person I'm curious about.
Well, I was just trying to give them an out
You mean
with that
Makoto
whole memory
Kagutsuchi?
thing.
I know. Do you think it was a coincidence he brought me to the lab today? Or...
It's an interesting question, yeah.
Oh, the phone.
That's a loud-ass phone. How is it coming through metal? That is a metal fucking vault, like God, what's that? I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, it's metal. How is it echoing? There's furniture in there. There should not be an echo loud enough to get up here.
Isn't it? It itself is metal.
Yeah.
So it would echo louder.
Well, but there's furniture in the room where there's a telephone, so wouldn't that absorb the echo? A good
I
bit?
mean,
Like, there's
yeah,
couches
but
and
also it
rugs.
just being on a submarine itself would do a lot of damage.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
call from
Like,
the
it would,
WDO.
since it's
We
intensifying
should go
the
back
echo, it wouldn't
inside.
matter if there's something to muffle it. There's something making it louder,
Okay.
so it would kind of nullify the.
Well, I was
things
thinking,
that-
right, if the carpet catches it before it reached, you know, if the metal only catches it a little bit, but the rest is caught, you know, wouldn't it be quieter? You know, how do we catch it?
It would, but not all of it's carpet. Not every corner of the ship.
True. Well, isn't the main? I thought the main room was.
I thought the walls were metal.
I know about Yako Furio.
Oh.
Who could have suspected
pizza.
that a proud detective of the WDO
Yeah, this place is carpeted up. This one room has a lot. Now there is a lot of tubing as the roofing, so that would definitely
would commit
give a good
murder?
echo passageway.
He doesn't know anything.
If only the World Detective Organization had sent support to Kanai Ward sooner.
I don't know if that
Stop
would have
it.
helped.
There's no point in saying that now.
I can hear you. Enough idle talk. Focus. The only thing a detective must do is solve cases. Concentrate on
warning.
solving mysteries. Emotions will only shackle you as a detective.
I mean,
What you hear
yeah.
that, guys? No warning. No warning allowed.
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
Yeah, tell them to
I know you're suffering from the
tell
loss
them
of your
to the
chief,
child.
but the investigation must continue. Until Kanai Ward's ultimate secret is revealed, the great global mystery will never be solved. These are heavy responsibilities. It demands your complete attention.
In that case, please tell us, what is the Great Global Mystery? Many master detectives have already been killed. Keeping us in the dark could lead to more deaths. Like what happened to our chief.
Very well.
Ooh.
The great global mystery is
You're just gonna tell us?
a mass kidnapping case.
What? Okay.
Kid.
Wait, so it has nothing to do with the rain? Could you imagine that the rain has
This is
nothing to do with the
Natural
mystery?
like effect of the island. It just rains all day, every day,
Oh my god,
365.
bro, it really is global warming though. Holy shit. And we're just like the extreme of always water. Like there are places that don't get any water. We're the place that always gets the water.
Kidnapping?
Yes, countless people from around the world have been kidnapped and taken to Kanai Ward.
Wait, to Kanai Ward?
Yes,
Can we
for
get more?
Homunculi.
Okay. How do we know? How do you know they were taken to Kanai Ward? Did we get like a witness see this, or were there notes left behind? Was there a website? Like,
A tracker put on him.
We are searching for the heinous criminal responsible.
Heinous criminal.
wait, imagine the rest of the world's in a surveillance state. That would explain how they would know they're all going to Kanai Ward. Like the entire world's a surveillance state, and this place is just isolation. Oh my goodness, that would be such. Oh, what's
Eh,
what?
kind
what
of okay.
I was thinking of a change. I was trying to think of a fancy word for a drastic change.
Lots of people have been taken to Kanai Ward?
But where could they gather that many people in this city?
I don't know, underground.
Well, I have an idea.
Huh? Seriously?
Of course.
Alara seems to know something. You'd better go have a chat, Master.
The restricted area. They could gather all the kidnapped people there.
How big is it? Or is it just like an area that's deep
Is it like the size of a city block or something? Or
yeah, like is it wide or is it just like how do you know that's big enough, right? Like imagine it's only like
She's
it's
just
only
been
a
there.
block and there's actually nothing else there. So she's actually completely off. That would honestly be kind of funny.
it would be funny, yes.
You're right. That would be the perfect place to hide them.
I was planning on discussing it later, but there is some new information about that place. It appears that the restricted area does in fact have a corpse disposal facility.
It does? That's just... That's just
Okay.
Hilara. I was gonna say, where is this widely known information? I'm like, oh wait, it's Hilara. She probably just bought someone for this information. Or maybe Karumi knew, honestly.
However, there are lots of rumors about the restricted area. For example, they even say it's a corpse disposal facility where bodies from Kanai Ward are
Wait.
dumped off.
Hilara, are you just going off of rumors? Dude, that's how they make it that the restricted area has nothing? Is that these are just all rumors from the employees? Just throwing everyone off? That'd be the funniest thing ever.
What? That rumor was true?
In Kanai Ward, corpses rot easily due to the humidity from the rain, so they are quick to retrieve bodies. The corpses are then loaded onto trucks and transported to the restricted area for disposal. But that process is managed by a department with a handful of people working directly for Amaterasu's CEO.
Oh. So, Makoto lied to us. Or someone working there is hiding shit from him. Like
Makes
there's
sense.
there's no... The one thing was right is if it was the peacekeepers, right? Because he wasn't, peacekeepers could hide shit from him really easily. But his...
On top of that, they are only involved in transportation. They aren't aware of what happens afterwards.
Oh!
How the bodies are buried and who buries them is a mystery.
So maybe he doesn't know. Assuming that the CEO is only covering the transportation, and for some reason doesn't ask any more questions, maybe he has an alibi for not knowing. If he's being a dipshit and an idiot.
All
I
of
mean,
this
yeah.
secrecy around the burials. It's suspiciously cautious.
The CEO is that Makoto guy, right?
Yeah.
Does he have something to do with the corpse burials?
But how is the global kidnapping case related to a corpse disposal facility?
Oh, I don't
Homunculus.
know. Bunch of people are disappearing in
Right.
Kanai Ward, and there's a place
Where
where
there
a
was
bunch of...
rumors of a giant fucking, homunculi facility that you need to fucking go find.
I know.
Where?
Forcing the kidnapped people to bury the bodies.
Yes,
I
you're so
doubt it.
right.
Why bother kidnapping just for that?
Anyway, there's definitely something happening in the city. Something sinister.
We just don't know what it is.
It's of 6 numbers.
While we're at it, perhaps I should share the information I've obtained as
Oh,
well.
Jesus. What is it, Vivian?
Is he
You
gonna
got
tell
something
Onuma
too?
about his power?
Maybe.
That anemic vampire knows something.
Well, actually, yeah, he could get around our contract because we're not saying anything.
Yeah.
Well, unless if it kills anyone who tries to expose it. If they have, imagine if they have the intention
Like
of
he says it and
exposing-
it kills us
Yeah,
because he said
He
it.
gets one syllable, he's like, "Bleh." Like
I
it
sure
just
wish we'd gotten the
insta-killed.
whole story right away.
I don't know if it has anything to do with what's going on here. But while I was using spectral projection to search for the secret lab, I kept hearing about a strange rumor in town.
Oh, okay, now.
There's a taboo among Kanai Ward's residents. Something they must never discuss in front of outsiders.
Ooh,
Taboo.
what?
He's probably the only one who could have learned that. I
True.
doubt anyone would mention it in front of detectives.
So what was it about?
The Blank Week Mystery.
The blank week mystery? Is this like bingo night
Too
or
much.
something?
Fucking. Sometimes historical events just have weird ass stuff
Mystery?
names.
Unfortunately, all I
Or
know
sometimes
is
they're
it's
lazy.
Oh,
Like the
wait.
500-year war between
Wait, hold
Britain and
on.
France. I'm pretty sure it's just called the
Yeah.
500-year war.
No, I wanted to look so. Blank week mystery. Is he putting the blank there because he didn't hear what they said? Because but what?
and that it's taboo to mention
Or
it
it's
in
just
Kanai.
got a specific reason
No, I guess
why
it is
it's
just called
blank.
blank week mystery. Like, he's not
That's
saying
odd.
he didn't hear all of it. He's just saying what it's called.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
That's it? I don't get it.
Well, it does sound ominous.
True.
Maybe it has something to do with the mass kidnapping and the restricted area.
But all we have to go on is the term.
The Blank Week mystery is taboo in Kanai Ward.
No, it's mentioning it in front of outsiders that I thought was the taboo part. Is that not what he said? I thought he said mentioning in front of outsiders was the taboo part. There's a taboo amongst Kanai Ward's residents, something they... Oh, okay. No, they just say it's a taboo among them, and they can't say it in front of detectives. I see. Okay.
I wonder if Kurumi has heard about it. I should ask her after this meeting with number 1.
True.
She's an informant who may be hiding information. If that's true, we'll have to torture the info out of her.
And you'd love it.
The Great Global Mystery, the Restricted Area, the Blank Week Mystery, and a heinous criminal pursued by the WDO. After coming this far, we're still discovering more mysteries.
That's kind
How
of
are they all
obvious.
connected?
I mean, yeah, the
What
world doesn't
is
run
going
out.
on?
You're literally looking for Kanai's greatest mystery or something. You know, Kanai Ward's mystery or something like that. Anyway, it's a grandiose mystery. Of course you're gonna find more shit to look up.
Detectives, listen closely. If this case is ignored, then more people shall end up becoming the victims of this criminal. The only ones who can stop it, the only ones are us detectives. The World Detective Organization will never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed, understand? We are aiming, as always, for a perfect solution. And as long as I'm involved in this investigation, I will be the one to guide us toward finding that perfect solution.
Then why don't you get your ass down here
Our
and
moment
work?
of truth is finally at hand. Go forth, proud detectives. Eliminate all mystery.
Huh.
Ah, I see.
Interesting.
Well, okay. First off, he couldn't come down here. He's kind of a wanted man. Like, apparently he's like on the top hit list of everyone. So as soon as he would leave hiding, he'd kind of get killed.
I see.
But secondly, I was gonna say, is that face paint permanent? Like, that's not fascia hair down the middle of his face.
I
that's
hope
gotta
not.
be permanent face paint. Like, I don't even know if that's a thing. Apparently it is in the future, or whatever this is.
Or it's just he gets off camera and he just fucking
Wipes it off. I mean, I guess maybe.
Tired,
If he-
just scrub.
Yep.
Fucking-
Just face paint.
What's going on?
What was that?
He
flash?
died. That's what's going on.
He was blown up.
Number
We're
1,
on
I
our
heard an
own.
explosion. What's that? Another branch. A news flash. Alright, give me the video feed.
Ooh.
We bring you breaking
Oh.
news. The WDO headquarters has been struck.
Wait, he was hiding out in headquarters? What the fuck? That's the worst.
That's so
hideout
fucking
spot
dumb.
ever. And dude, he's on the top floor as well. Why would you not go down? Like, down would be easier to defend than going up. Have you not heard of
You're right.
Have you not heard of a certain 2 numbers that happened in September? Oh my god.
The 21st night.
No.
September.
You know, reverse these numbers. 11-9. Did you not hear what I just said?
What?
Reverse the numbers I just say. 11-9. September?
I know what you're talking about, dumbass.
Jesus, I didn't know.
I'm making
You were
a joke.
replying. Okay.
I know what
By
you're
a
talking
terrorist
about, but
bomber.
the 21st
Here's live
is
footage
funnier
from
if I
the
said
scene.
that.
You can see the
Because the
fierce fire.
21st night of September is...
Yeah, That's the song lyrics. Yeah, I know that part as well.
Yeah, very popular meme, whatever.
It's not. It's,
Damn it.
I mean, I don't even think of it as a meme. I just know it from the song. But
Honestly, it is
from
a fucking
Trolls.
bop. I love that
Oh
song.
my god.
Consuming it. For those of you just tuning in,
Terror attack?
Yep.
Hold on.
Why are her
The World
glasses
Detective
glowing?
Organization? No way.
She's got neon lights.
Really? That's been a thing the entire time. I swear her glasses have not been glowing.
Yes.
Really. Her entire glasses frames were glowing this entire time.
Possibly. I mean, I think so.
I want to get another shot, because I don't believe that.
I think in like the 3D cutscenes they don't, but in
Maybe,
like the
yeah, I can see these cutscenes maybe.
In,
They
like,
just
these
like
cutscenes, they
all
did.
of the neon.
Master, this is...
What? Whoa! I'm burning? What the fuck? Oh, knockout gas.
Is this?
Oh god, I fucking told you. It was a trap.
No, it's gas. Everyone, hold your breath.
I wanna die someday.
I died today.
Hey, Master!
God damn it. Why is everyone in this game so dumb? The first thing I said when he handed it to us, this is a trap. This is a trap.
I mean, that was I take that more as a joke because we had no reason to assume he was gonna betray us.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, partial joke, like,
I didn't think we had any reason to assume he was gonna gas us.
really? You didn't think that
Yes.
maybe he was, like, playing long con?
No, I was just like, I did
I
not
was
see a
fully
reason
on board
to
with that
assume.
being a possibility.
Out of his actions, I did not see a reason to assume he would gas us or blow us up.
I don't know. Just don't trust.
I mean,
That's my
well,
rule.
okay, here's what I do think is stupid. I think when we heard that that he was taking care of the transportation, we probably should have ditched it. At that point, we probably should have figured that we're like, maybe we look at this outside. You know, like I feel like.
Yeah.
Wait, why didn't? That was time. That wasn't even like us opening it. Because it'd be one thing if it opened, we opened it and then it just like started bursting out gas. But that was a timer. There's no way.
It was either a time. That's what exactly what it said. But it was either a timer or it could have like a voice, like a word actor
Maybe.
thing.
Oh, true.
Like you mentioned.
Like if it
mentioned
hears the word
him.
terror and it just goes off.
Right.
Because you know a news report's gonna say that. Like they're
Right.
gonna say terror, or one of the people.
And you know they're
inside
gonna
are
watch
do
it because it's their boss.
Okay, but pause. No, actually no. Nothing's happening here. That's the answer here. Nothing is happening here. We'll be back to this next time. If you enjoyed this video, do this at the top of the screen. If you have any questions, send them in the comments below, or to our Discord server. There'll be links in the description and our about section. As these are the same two places as they're associated. On the left, there's recommendations from YouTube, and the right is the series, rank code. And, yeah, so, well, next time, we are going to be doing a break, because we were like, I was telling him how we're not taking a break if we start Chapter 5. We're going to do Chapter 5 and then end it. But,
Like immediately after.
well, we're going to do Chapter 5, and then we're going to do Chapter 6, and then we won't stop until we finish the main story. But next time I'm gonna be playing the Marquee, which when I timed it, I was trying to be a little bit quick with it. But it timed out in I think an hour and 30 minutes. So this thing should probably be like 4 to 5 episodes at most, I say. The next game, which is kind of funny because. Well, if we somehow finish it in 3 episodes, that would mean we would have 1 extra episode to come back to this, but I'm not gonna be speedrunning it, so we're not gonna do that. but yeah, if you, I already said all that. We'll see you next time. Fellow Shade.